channel. Tonight on Fast Reviews Done Fast, we're going to be taking a look at the Su100y, also known as the box tank to some people out there. The armor it's actually fairly effective, even though it's not that thick. It's 60 basically all the way around, doesn't matter where you're at, but it's got a pretty heavy slope right here and a fairly decent slope here. I don't know, this is maybe 60 degrees and maybe, I don't know, 40 or 30 up here, but effectively it's about 90 millimeters right through here, about 70 through here, and your lower plate is actually the same. It's roughly 90 as well. Up here you're looking at about 70 on each side. Your gun mantlet, which is actually fairly large, is about 130, 140, somewhere around there. And if you can angle it like that, roughly, or even as much as that, this is a ricochet because it's about 75 degrees. For most of your tier 6, I mean, you might be able to get a tier 8 might go through that or something, I'm not sure, but and then your upper plate here goes up to about a little over 100, and this section here is in the 90s. So you've got, if you can angle it, you know, in between shots, which you do have a fairly long reload time. It's 3.75 is the rate of fire, so as you can see, just over 15 seconds is the reload. I don't have a gun rammer or anything like that. I don't run any equipment with my tier 6s. I don't think it's really worth buying them. So I probably should run, I don't know if there's any, yeah, there's damage difference between the two of them, but anyway, the gun itself is 130 millimeter, 196 pin, which is great for tier 6, tier 7, and even tier 8. When you think about it, the T-32 tier 8 heavy tank is only 198 on its top gun, so 196 is pretty good, especially for a tier 6. But and 440 damage, which you can one-shot most tier 4 tanks, most tier 5 lights and mediums. I don't think there's anything. Well, your premiums are in the 600s, so you can one-shot a couple of them, but your lights definitely. And with the second AP ammo, obviously it's 171, a little lower pin, but still 510 damage, which is pretty good. And then 65, 580 for your HE. But traverse speed's only 30, and gun traverse, obviously it doesn't really make a difference. It only moves about that much. It's not very, you got a pretty narrow arc on this thing. Engine power is 890 horsepower, 700 hit points, which is decent. Top speed of 35. It's a fairly slow tank, so basically try not to let anything get around you, because you're going to have a real hard time keeping up with them. This tank, it just doesn't move that well. So anyway, view range is only 350. I need to let me switch over my camo net, and I need to put binoculars on it as well. Anyway, 437 with binoculars, so you still got about 20 meters out there that you can't see, which isn't a whole lot, but it does make a difference not having full view range. So anyway, I will take this out for a spin and see what we can kill here. So we got a tier 7 matchup, sorry, on mines, which kind of sucks for me because this tank needs range. You don't want to get spotted by anything really, because you know it's a big tank. I mean, look at the size of this thing. It's massive. So the less you can get spotted by something, the less chance you have of getting hit. I don't know, it seems to, since the new physics have taken over, the tanks seem to, well, let's see, that's not good. Chaffee out there in the, how did he get around there? Holy cow. That's alright, it was only 76, but still. I don't know how he got all the way around there. That's amazing. Oh, nice. Did they even get out of their spawn? That's what I'd like to know. It looks like everybody's going to the cap there. Let's see if we can... I have no idea where that shot went. That looked like it went right through that tank. And now I've got to wait for a reload. And they're just outside my stinking view range. I don't know if these guys really think we're going to be able to cap this out. Spotted. Yeah. How did they get up there without me seeing them? I don't understand what's going on here. Something's not right. I mean, does that make any sense to anybody else? Of course. Yeah, he's gonna take me out. I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. How did they even get up there? Anyway, you know, that's what happens when your whole team sits on the cap. They don't seem to understand that they get picked apart. But anyway, back to the garage, because I don't see this winning. So we ended up getting 471 damage, 2 shots in basically, one on the Hellcat, one on the Chaffee. We killed the Chaffee. I don't understand the spotting. That was weird. Unless they came around that island, and you know, we're out in the water the whole time. But I don't know. It's kind of weird. So with premium and with a premium account, 12,932. I should say with premium tank and with premium account. You can see it makes credits. Obviously that was a freaking crappy game on my part and everyone else's part as well. So in a normal game, if I think I average about 800 damage in the tank. It's not that high. I would usually get around 20 to 30,000 credits, so it's tier 6. It's not going to be a huge moneymaker, but 373 experience. So on to the next one. So we got a tier 6 matchup. We got a little better map to be on. Westfield is I mean, it's not great for TDs, but it's certainly better than Mines is. Mines shouldn't be played anything above tier 4, I don't think. That map, I mean, I don't know. Anyway, got a lot of tier 5s and then several tier 4s as well. And I'm going to get up here in these trees back in here and see if I can hopefully get some people that will. Of course I get spotted. Put a good shot into him though, so I'm happy with that. Luckily they have no artillery, so I don't have to really worry about that, and I'm off the radar already, so rolled a little high there, and there's the Stug, so he's gone. There's one tier 5 down. As you can see, it takes out the tier 5s. You can one-shot them, and I just need somebody else to peek. There's Nashorn is over there somewhere. I can move up probably a little bit, maybe pick him up here. Maybe not. Nope, they're just outside. As you can see, the gun arc is pretty narrow. You can't really do a whole lot. But I'm gonna move up. I can feed off this Tog and get some damage here. But we were doing about 30 kilometers an hour over that medium terrain back there. Once we hit the hill, we slowed down. I'm not going to be able to get any damage here. That's not good. Doesn't have the best gun depression. I bounced the Tog there. And we'll see if we can get a shot onto this SU over here. He got a shot into me, and I reached out and touched him. Oh, Nashorn got me. Boy, he is tucked back in there. How did I not see him? That must have been the Nashorn that got me. Anyway, not a bad game there. 1,273 damage. 3 kills. Would have been nice to have stayed alive. I thought that Nashorn was probably back where those SU, where these 85s are at, and not peeking. But I guess he would have seen me no matter what. I'm not sure why we're sitting back here. These guys should be moving up. Or moving back, one of the two. I mean, don't just sit there. That makes no sense. See what the T-67 is doing back here. Well, at least he can interrupt the cap. He can afford to take a hit by the Valentine. Oh. Now you're pushing your luck. Oh, jeez. that was luck. Well, that's that one. So we had a little better game. Ended up third on the team. That OI had an excellent game. Same thing with the T-67 there toward the end, especially interrupting their cap. But 1,273, I blocked that one shot from the Tog 2, So as you can see, I mean, the Tog 2 has got a pretty good gun. So I mean, he was probably, I was rolling back over the top of the hill, so I'm sure I was angled pretty well. But for a mediocre game, I mean, I didn't do anything exceptionally well there. 31,271 credits. So as you can see, the ammo, 5 shots, so about 600, a little over 600 a shot for the ammo. And you know, when you destroy one of these vehicles, especially premium, they don't cost very much at all. So 31,000 credits is decent profit. 785 was the experience with premium. Times 2, there's personal reserve bonus for a large personal reserve, some reward, and then you get about a 25% bonus for the premium vehicle. Apparently, looks like it's somewhere around there, or 30%, somewhere. Anyway, 2,435 total. So not an outstanding game by any means, but not a bad game either. So as you can see, though, the gun is its strength, and if you can stay back far enough, you know, if I would have been on like Prokhorovka or something like that, it would have been a much better game because I could have sat back. But neither of those. I mean, the Westfield is better than mine's, like I said, but you got the hills in the way. So it would have been nice to have hit that Nashorn early on, and I may have, actually. I don't know. I forgot to check that. No, I didn't. So that blind shot on the Nashorn wasn't even close, apparently. But the armor can hold up to mediums, especially tier 4s, some tier 5s. And if you angle a little bit, you can definitely bounce stuff. And it's an excellent sniper, is what it comes down to. Don't take it out and you know, in the cities, it's not very fun at all, because you don't have the traverse for the gun. And although, like I was saying, it seems like the new physics have helped with traverse speeds, because I don't remember this thing being so quick to turn like it is now. So that's a bonus, but like I said, don't expect to be spinning this thing around like a top. If a light or a medium comes after you, if they can get behind you, you're going to be dead. There's, you know, you do have 60 millimeters of armor, but this door back here, I believe it's a weak spot. At least it used to be. So, and 60 millimeters, you know, that's not a whole lot. Even though there is a slight bit of angling there, maybe, you know, it might bring it up to 65 or 70, but that's still not much. So if a medium gets behind you, especially tier 7, tier 8 medium, you're a goner. But even tier 6 mediums will be able to do some pretty hefty damage to you if they get behind you. So just stay in the back. As you can see, I mean, I stayed back for the first minute of Westfield there and got a couple good shots in, but nobody was peeking over the hill. Our team was doing too well, or they were too passive, one or the other. And I just had to move up in order to get more damage. So, you know, once you get in sight with this, I mean, that's a big tank. I mean, look at, oh, what else? Well, let's compare it to the E100 here. You know, that's basically the same same footprint, and you're in a tier 6 tank. It's just as long. It's maybe not quite as this section's not as big. You know, the Jagdtiger. The Jagdtiger is smaller than the Su100. So that gives you an idea of how big this tank actually is. I mean, it's not an ONI or an OI, or, you know, those things are massive, but still, it's got a big silhouette. So stay hidden as much as possible, and let the gun do the talking for you, and you'll be golden. So I appreciate you guys hanging out and watching another fast review done fast. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment for me. Let me know how I'm doing, and we will see you next time.